Navigating feelings of inadequacy as an autistic husband. Marriage is often perceived as an idyllic partnership filled with love, companionship, and shared dreams. However, for autistic individuals taking on the role of husband, this journey can sometimes feel daunting, plagued by a sense of inadequacy. As an autistic husband, the interplay of communication barriers, emotional nuances, and external societal expectations can create a challenging landscape filled with self-doubt and anxiety about one's role as a partner. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a broad and diverse spectrum, meaning that each person's experience with autism is highly individual. Many autistic husbands may grapple with challenges such as reading social cues, interpreting body language, or navigating the subtleties of emotional expression that are often crucial in intimate relationships. Couples may find themselves in situations where the autistic partner's intentions are misread or misunderstood. For example, a husband may feel overwhelmed in social situations, leading him to withdraw, which might be interpreted by his partner as disinterest or lack of affection. This discrepancy can breed feelings of inadequacy, especially when societal expectations position the ideal husband as someone who is consistently warm, responsive, and socially adept. In an age dominated by social media and curated portrayals of relationships, it becomes alarmingly easy to fall into the trap of comparisons. When an autistic husband observes seemingly flawless partnerships in online spaces or among family and friends, it can set a standard that feels unattainable. The pressure to embody the traits and behaviors highlighted in these comparisons, spontaneity, social grace, emotional intelligence, can overshadow the unique qualities he brings to the relationship. Additionally, the fear of not living up to these ideals can lead to a paralyzing self-doubt. Questions like, "Am I doing enough?" or "Why can't I express my feelings?" can create a cycle of negative self-talk. This internal dialogue can significantly impact emotional well-being and how one perceives their ability to be a loving and supportive partner. Successful communication forms the backbone of any strong relationship, but it can be particularly complex for autistic individuals. Many find it challenging to articulate their thoughts and feelings in ways that resonate with their partners. As a result, partners may misinterpret a lack of communication as emotional distance, leading to friction. Okay, now let's look at a few signs that you, as a husband on the autism spectrum, may be feeling inadequate in your marriage. You often catch yourself scrolling through social media, comparing your relationship and role as a husband to those of other men, and frequently feel disheartened when you think you don't live up to their standards. When it comes to discussing your emotions or feelings with your wife, you struggle to find the right words, leading to awkward silences or half-hearted conversations that leave both of you feeling misunderstood. In moments of decision-making, whether it's planning a family outing or budgeting for expenses, you find yourself hesitating, worrying that your choices might upset your wife or lead to unnecessary conflict. As the primary or shared provider, you feel immense pressure to meet financial goals, and any setbacks make you question your worth as a husband and provider, leaving you anxious about the future. You often feel like you're on a tightrope trying to balance work demands with family time, leading to a sense of failure when you miss out on important events or quality moments with your spouse and children. When serious issues arise in your marriage, you often choose to remain silent rather than address them, fearing that expressing your thoughts might escalate into an argument or make things worse. You notice that your wife verbalizes her frustration more frequently than she expresses gratitude, leaving you feeling unappreciated and questioning your contributions to the relationship. You feel a twinge of jealousy when your wife shares her achievements or moments of joy with friends, which makes you reflect on your successes and feel inadequate in comparison. Despite recognizing areas where you could improve as a husband, such as being more attentive or romantic, you often dismiss these thoughts as unrealistic, failing to take actionable steps toward change. On tough days, you experience a deep sadness or resentment about your role, wondering if you're genuinely fulfilling your responsibilities or if you're merely going through the motions of marriage. When family activities or date nights are suggested, you frequently concoct excuses, like needing to catch up on work or being too tired, rather than prioritizing time spent together with your wife. Occasionally, you feel as though you don't deserve the love and support your spouse offers, leading you to create emotional distance as a way to protect yourself from potential rejection or disappointment. In terms of intimacy, you find it challenging to connect on a deep level, both emotionally and physically, resulting in feelings of isolation, even when you're physically together. And lastly, you often feel compelled to prioritize work or social obligations over your relationship, leading to neglecting your wife's emotional needs and causing tension between you two. Creating an open dialogue where both partners feel safe expressing their feelings and needs is essential to foster understanding. For instance, a husband may benefit from discussing his need for structured communication, where both partners set aside dedicated time to express their emotions and thoughts without distractions. This approach provides a safe space for vulnerability and can reduce misunderstandings. Experiencing feelings of inadequacy can be an isolating journey, but it doesn't have to be faced alone. Engaging with support networks, whether through therapy, local community organizations, or online forums dedicated to autism, can be transformative. These resources offer a sense of belonging and remind individuals that they are not alone in their experiences. Finding a therapist who specializes in ASD can help both partners acquire skills to navigate their unique relationship dynamics, ultimately fostering a deeper connection. In the struggle with feeling inadequate, it's vital to shift focus from perceived shortcomings to the myriad strengths an autistic husband possesses. For instance, many autistic individuals exhibit extraordinary loyalty, persistence, and a distinct perspective on the world that adds richness to their relationships. Celebrating these attributes, perhaps through shared activities like hobbies, discussions about interests, or acts of kindness, can reinforce a sense of value and purpose in the partnership. Additionally, setting personal and relational goals can be incredibly beneficial. For instance, a couple might decide to work on shared projects or engage in activities that build teamwork and foster collaboration, gradually strengthening their bond while mitigating feelings of inadequacy. At the heart of any successful marriage lies mutual understanding and respect. By striving to appreciate each other's unique experiences, strengths, and challenges, both partners can create a space where growth becomes possible. Embracing imperfection allows them to appreciate the relationship for what it truly is, rather than what it should be. In summary, feelings of inadequacy as an autistic husband emerge from a complex interplay of personal and societal factors. Through open communication, support seeking, and a focus on mutual strengths, these feelings can be navigated and transformed into opportunities for deeper connection and understanding.